Well, I was walking down the street, feeling kind of neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes, as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see that car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through, always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Woman ain't over. Heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know, I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing, I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass, it's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if the bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen, then get her naked with X-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, his pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, his pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a bitch slap, slap. Come get your face clapped.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my...
Man, welcome back, y'all, to another episode on the JVJ Network, another episode on J Talk Sports, another episode on Facebook. Y'all know we trying to hit them all, man. Welcome back, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. We had another interesting week in the NFL, another week of picks, another week of surprises and disappointments as usual. But y'all know that's the beauty of sports. But we're going to get into all that in a second. We're going to talk about that. We're going to have people coming in slowly but surely. But look, y'all, I need y'all to do me a favor as always in the very beginning. I need y'all to do it because that's the only way it grows. I know people get tired of hearing YouTubers say it all the time, but we got to say it, man. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, whichever one you watching on. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. Turn them notices on and hit all and share the videos if you can, man. Trying to grow out here. But yes, y'all, we had a very interesting week in the NFL last week, man. 13 weeks down, y'all. 13 weeks down, and we ain't got that many more to go. But there were some very exciting games. They actually were a lot closer games than what I thought it would be. I don't know if any other people were surprised with how a lot of these things played out. But for me, there were some of them that were important and very surprising. But here you go. I'm going to jump into them real quick. I'm going to jump into them. We're going to go over some of them. We're going to try to get a quick little breakdown before we go into next week's games because it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, y'all. And it's about to be put up or shut up for a lot of teams out here, just saying. But either way, though, boom, let me get this up on screen. Matter of fact, let me come to the side. I don't want to be right there. All right, first game we had last week, y'all. We had the Lions matched up against the Bears. The Detroit Lions pulled that thing out. It was a close game. This is one of them close games I was talking about. One of these games that are a little bit closer than what I thought it would be. But they pulled that thing out 23-20. They improved to 11-1. Bears fall to 4-8. And I do want to say a shout out to Caleb. He actually is slowly coming along playing better, but you still got to get these wins, man. You got to get a win when you can get it. And the Bears coach did get fired, but I think that's something we might talk about a little bit later. He got fired because of that game. Next up, y'all, we had a rivalry, y'all. I forget what conference, NFC something. But we had the Giants going up against the Cowboys, man. Both these teams sucked, in all honesty. But the Cowboys sucked a little less that day and pulled that thing out 27-20. Giants, yeah, y'all just, it ain't no point in talking about it. Next game up, we got Tua back in the NFL, y'all. He ain't hurt no more. And you had the Dolphins going up against the Packers, but Tua just wasn't enough. Jordan Love and them boys dropped 30 on their head and got out of town 30-17. Interesting game. I ain't gonna lie, interesting game. Scores a lot, really deceiving on that one. Next game up, we had my team, obviously the Chiefs, Chief Nation. We had them going up against their rivals, the Raiders. Squeaked out a win, y'all. Squeaked out a win. Another week in a row. Well, I don't know how many weeks in a row. We've been squeaking out a lot of wins. I know a lot of people don't like that. But Chiefs squeaked that one out to improve to 11-1. Got that 19-17. Raiders, y'all still suck. Just throwing it at you real quick. Next game up, we had the Chargers versus the Falcons. Now, for all the Atlanta fans that came out of the woodworks that I never knew were Atlanta fans, man, look. You getting a Kirk Cousins season. I don't know why a lot of people thought y'all was going to get a Super Bowl season, but you definitely getting a Kirk Cousins season. The Atlanta Falcons failed, y'all. 13-17 to the Chargers. Chargers improved to 8-4. Falcons fall to 6-6. Glad ain't no Atlanta fan. Next game up, we had a shootout, y'all. We had a shootout right here. I was actually hoping this game went the other direction, but it didn't. But, you can't always get what you want. Next, we had the Steelers matched up against the Bengals, y'all. The Bengals could not pull it out. Fell 38-44 to the Steelers. Steelers improved to 9-3, and the Bengals fall to 4-8. Don't look like no playoffs happening this year, Joe. Just throwing that out there for you. Ain't trying to be me. But next, we had the Cardinals, y'all, matching up with the Vikings. And the Vikings are on suspect watch. They've been on suspect watch for a couple weeks, y'all. And they almost lost this game to the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are not a bad team. Even though they're 6-6, they're really not a bad team. They can go out there and score with anybody. But the Vikings pulled it out by 1 point, 23-22, y'all. They improved to 10-2. Cardinals fell to 6-6. Interesting game. Next game up, a game that a lot of people didn't care about, but it was a lot closer than what it should have been, at least in my honest opinion. You had the Colts matched up against the Patriots. Colts pulled that thing out 25-24, improved to 6-7. Patriots fell to 3-10. I don't think most people care about these teams. They're not going to do nothing this year. Next game up, we had the Seahawks matched up with the New York Jets. Yeah, all them Jets fans, they got real quiet real fast. They didn't even make it halfway through the season. They was quiet. But the Seahawks pulled that thing out 26-21. Seahawks improved to 7-5. A disappointing season, in my honest opinion, right now. And the Jets fell to 3-9. I think you got three more wins than what you should have. Aaron Rodgers is trash, washed up. Go to another team or something. But y'all just need to stop talking about Super Bowl every time y'all get a 40-year-old player. Next game up, y'all. We had the Commanders matched up against the Titans. No surprise with this one right here. Commanders improved to 8-5, coming off a bad couple games. They beat the crap out of the Titans, who sucked this year. We all know that. 42-19. We're gonna see how the Commanders do, man. They were that hottest team starting the season off, but right now it seems to be slowing down. So we're gonna see if this rookie Jaden Daniels can pick it up because he was a front runner, and I still have him as a front runner for rookie of the year. But these last couple games in the season really gonna matter. Really gonna matter. Next up, we had the Texans, y'all, going up against the Jaguars. Now we know the Jags suck. We know the Jags suck. Like Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be the second coming of God or something like that. I don't know. Some people put him on that pedestal, but he ain't playing. And now they got Mac Jones up in there, and it ain't looking too good. But surprisingly, one of the games that shouldn't have been as close as what most people would have thought. The Texans, definitely on suspect alert, pulled out a 23-20 win over the Jags. They improved to 8-5. Jags fall to 10-2. Well, 2-10. This is one of the ones right here, y'all. It's like, really? But a lot of teams will say that to the Chiefs too, saying they gonna hold them on that. Next game up, y'all. We had the Rams going up against the Saints, man. Y'all remember the Saints came out and started the season by smacking the Dallas Cowboys right in their mouth. Smacked them right in their mouth. A lot of people thought they were going to be a really good team this year. Not so much. The Rams came into town and got a 7-point win on them, 21-14. The Rams improved to 500, 6-6. Saints fall to 4-8. And it was just one of them games that I don't know if a lot of people watched unless they were a Rams or a Saints fan. Next up, we had the Buccaneers going up against the Panthers. Now, slowly, week by week, Bryce Young has been improving with the Panthers. I know a lot of people said that. I was just saying that because they played the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. But honestly, he's been improving, and the team's been playing a lot better. Baker Mayfield got a lot of injuries on his squad. But somehow he's still keeping his team afloat. The Buccaneers pulled that thing out, y'all, 26-23. Bucks improved to 6-6, 500, and the Panthers 3-9. Now, I'm be honest with you, coming out of that division, we remember Tom Brady made the playoffs with a losing record coming out of there. So I don't know what the division look like right now. We might have to check that a little later, but Baker them might be able to get in there. I don't know, man. If they do, it's gonna be a dangerous team to play, man. I don't think nobody wants to play them. I wouldn't want to play them. Next up, y'all, the big game of the week, y'all. This was the game. This was the big one right here. We had the Philadelphia Eagles going on the road, taking a butt down to the Baltimore, playing the Baltimore Ravens, y'all. This one right here, that's what I'm saying about that one. Eagles came into town and did work. They did work. Pulled that thing out 24-19. 24-19, y'all. And the Ravens fell to 8-5, and the Eagles improved to 10-2. But, that's neither here nor there. We got Wally in the building. Wally, what's going on? Say what's up to the people.
Okay, I must be high. I thought we were starting at 8:30. Okay, never mind.
Who's saying 8:30?
You know what? Hey, look.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. At least you hear.
But I do want to ask you one question though. Who did you pick for Bucks and Panthers? Because when we watched the video, I didn't hear you make that call.
Oh, Bucks. Hold on, let me look at the papers. Bucks, Panthers. Yeah, I got the Bucks.
All right.
Well, yeah, I had the Bucks.
Hey, that makes it easier for me.
Hey to the people.
Hey, what's going on, people? What to do? Sorry for my weird entrance, but literally, I thought we were starting the show at 8:30. Sue me.
Hey, I can't get mad at you. I ask you later. But nah, you good. Let's see. Right now, I was talking about the Eagles, Ravens, but I'm gonna run through the rest of these real quick, and then normally we don't talk about whichever ones we want to hit. Another game, y'all. Next game up, we had the 49ers versus the Bills. Man, this is supposed to be a big matchup before the season began, but we see what the 49ers look like. 49ers fell 10-35. Bills improved to 10-2, and the 49ers go to 5-7. Yeah, and then finally, the final game of the week, y'all. We had the Browns going up against the Broncos. Actually, a very interesting game, if I do have to say so myself. But the Broncos pulled that thing out.
Definitely the sleeper.
Yeah, it really was, man. The Broncos pulled that thing out 41-32. Browns fall to 3-9. Broncos improved to 8-5. But since we threw it all on, you want to talk about this one real quick, Wally? Because it was a surprising game.
I mean, yeah, this was. I think this is one of those games that was Bo Nix is like one of those like tough games that he didn't think that was gonna be tough, but you end up looking at it, you be like, well, this was actually more than we thought it would be. Mm-hmm. But I mean, surprisingly enough, I say it like this because at one time in the game, Winston had 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception, but he ended up doing what he always usually do, and that is he always adds equivalents to the touchdowns that he make 2 more interceptions in this game, which Lord have mercy.
I got a new nickname for Jameis. The Black Brett Favre.
The Black Brett Favre. Damn. Yeah, the only problem is he hasn't won a chip yet.
True that. I ain't gonna count the chip. I'm like that ain't even never happened. This was definitely up there though. But I mean, for what it is, I mean, it was a good game nonetheless. I mean, it was definitely a shootout for sure. Like, let's see who guns it better. What are your thoughts on Bo right now for running for Rookie of the Year? You think he's number 2 right now? Because I heard people say he's number 2.
I mean, look, Bo, he's like, because I know no one didn't really talk about Bo towards the beginning of the year, but honestly, Bo's like truly, he's been people been sleeping on him towards the beginning of the year. He really was a candidate, actually. I mean, it was a lot of fumbles, I guess, because they were looking at him. He probably wasn't scoring. But I think you can say the same thing about even Jaden Daniels. Like, hey, look, he was scoring either. But I think when you look at the playbacks and you look at how he's been playing and how Bo Nix been playing, ultimately, all in all, I truly believe like right now, yeah, Bo is still second, but he's still a good candidate though. Like if you hear his name, like, hey, it's still deserving. Like, it's still good.
Yeah, I got him number 2 on my list. He's in the running, and the end of this season is going to really.
He popped up scary. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying Jaden Daniels, and the other one was the Cardinals wide receiver.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, that was towards the beginning, but right now it's between those 2 quarterbacks right now.
Yep. Man, we gonna see how it plays out, man. It's gonna be these last couple games in the season. They really matter. So these teams gonna have to step it up. Now I'm gonna give you a pick. Which one you want to get? You can pick the Eagles, Ravens, or the 49ers and the Bills. Which one you want?
I think it would be more significant to talk about Eagles, Ravens.
All right, perfect. Because I didn't want to talk about that 49ers game.
Yeah, 49ers week right now. It is what it is.
What did you think about this Eagles-Ravens matchup? Because this was a big matchup a lot of people were talking about.
Well, so I'll start from this, right? So, I saw the comments that Lamar made about his mother talking about, boy, you better run. And I'm like, and at the same notion, I'm like, okay, I'm over here like, did you really need your mother to tell you that? Or it's like, I mean, the fact that the mother tell you that is one thing, but it's like at the same time, I'm like, from that perspective enough is like, okay, I'm going to treat this as sports entertainment. If you don't know what I mean by that, then you can just have to sit there and think about that. But honestly, this, however you want to talk about the Ravens, however you want to speak about Lamar, however it is, let's get one thing clear. The Eagles didn't stump them. They just win. Congratulations. Literally, congratulations. That's it. That's
right. It wasn't. If you like, and people, if they don't want to believe you, just look down at the scoreboard. You can pretty much track how this game went. It was a shootout between, at least according to all the analysts, 2 of the top 5 teams in the league.
Yeah, I mean, plus the other thing too is when you really also think about it, look at just like the mess ups that were really going on. It was just really the kicker, really. Because think about it, Lamar had a touchdown, but the kicker missed the close-in field goal for the 1 extra point. So that really should have been 10 right there. So that would have been 13-14 the first half. Didn't happen. Whatever other kicks that he probably was able to attempt, but then he misses out too. So it's like pick and choose, however you want to look at it. But that really came down towards the kicker. But even then, it's like, okay, hey, if the kicker ain't kicking, then it's like, well, what about the rest of the team? Like, where's Lamar at? Where's Derrick Henry? Why are they not making the scores, even if the kicker's missing? And there, you can go with that too. But at the
Now,
end
look,
of the day,
now I'm with you because it's a team sport. Everybody got to do their job regardless. But speaking of the kicker, that's one thing. Justin Tucker's supposed to be the best kicker in the NFL, at least the best kicker of all time, from what I heard. And I ain't gonna hold you. What he was doing for a long time, he was. But is he starting to fall off, or do you think he just got like the yips or something?
I don't know, man. It's like I'd say it like this: every kicker ain't forever, but at the same notion is like y'all only there for like only a certain amount of plays. It's one thing if the play was so razor close and it's like damn, but it's like how much times have you really hear Tucker getting injured or anything? Never. Exactly. So it's like that right there is like I don't know what today is like. I honestly I just leave that to the same thing I said about before. It's like I'm gonna leave this to sports entertainment. Enjoy, people. Enjoy.
You know the funny thing is, like, it's really rare to hear that Justin Tucker got hurt, but I think it's also just as rare to hear that motherfucker missed a field goal.
Well, and
that's crazy.
I think one of the things is this is the saving grace of football. Is like you as a kicker, a punt kicker, or neither just a field goal kicker. Your only job is to kick when you're neither close range to the field goal or neither you just making push range back, pushing back the ball back to the other side, or you're trying to make an extra point. You're not even on the field most of the time. So it's like eventually you got to figure that out. Like how, I mean,
so you got one
like,
job.
when you have years of resume and it's like you fall off. I mean, hey, if you want to sit here and say, hey, is it time for you to retire? I mean, that would be crazy. But hey, pick choose.
Yeah, man. I'm trying my best to lean more on the side because first off, I'm not a Ravens fan, anyways. But I'm leaning more to the side of hoping that he just got that. Players getting into a little slouch and shit, and hopefully that's just it because they a good team, and I don't like seeing teams going out by just field goals and shit like that. But hey. Everybody got a job on their team, just like you said. What Lamar doing? What Derrick Henry doing? What the rest of the team doing? Harbaugh, what you coaching over there? Yeah, Justin Tucker ain't hitting for you. You might want to make sure you take the game out of his hands and put it in the hands of your best players on the field. So I can't even hold you on that. I feel you. But yeah, 10-2 for the Eagles, y'all. 8-5 for the Ravens. It's gonna be interesting, man. We got a few games coming up to finish the season out, but they better get ready because these playoffs coming around fast, man. They come around fast. Oh yeah, we got to talk about this game right here, Raleigh. Ooh, we got to talk about this one. This Texas Jaguars game right here. Because I'm look. I told you that I put the Texans on iffy watch. They keep showing me that they on iffy watch, and I know that's kind of fucked up because I'm a Chiefs fan and you saw our score, but we can talk about that in a second. But I got them on iffy watch. What you think?
I mean, again, it's like. How do I want to say this? This team right now, for what it is, because I'll say this, right? Let's talk about it just from the sense of the second half, like third and fourth. They're literally the same. They played the same. The first half was really the end-all, be-all. And, of course, the first half, all it ended up in what? Field goal kicks.
Yep.
So, magically enough, even that damn scammer was about to win after coming back after Matt Jones got reset back on the bench. I mean, look, I can't say nothing about the Texans. Last year, they were 9-8. This year, they're just slightly better than they were last year, but keyword slightly. But honestly, it's like in comparison to, like, I guess if you were to look back at certain teams that they faced last year comparable to teams this year, honestly, you know what's funny? You remembered when CJ Stroud was seen outside with that, what's her name? What's her fucking name?
What's her name, Wally?
Amber Rose. I think this is just this nigga filling the highlight reel of success, and then he chose to fumble the bag versus focusing on football. That's what it is to me at this point.
I was like, you remember matter of fact, we won't even say last year. Man, why does Christian never come around, man? I want to talk shit to him so bad right now. But I like CJ. And that was the one thing about it. I like CJ last year coming out. But I kept saying the same thing I'm going to keep saying about any quarterback, especially even after they had one good season. Let's wait on this first before we start Like, people going and buying all the merch out the store.
I mean, right now, if you even look at it from a bird's eye view of granted, like we talking about this last year, is he still performing at least higher than the other quarterbacks that came through, at least in comparison from what I can remember that came that year? Yeah. But even then, it's like, okay, let's look at the newer quarterbacks this year. Jaden Daniels is stepping way more better than you, and it's only year one for him.
The sad part, I'm comparing, because the main reason I'm not even going to compare him to the rookies. I'm going to compare him to the vets that's in the game because people put him in the top 5 last year. And I ain't going to lie. I had him in my top 5. I'm like, if he can continue this, he'll be in my top 5. And
I mean, I don't even remember if I even picked him in my top 5, but
you might not
good.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, but I need that boy.
Like he has the mechanics, but I'm just like, look, man, I'm just focusing on what it is right now, and I'm like, if I'm looking at what you're doing, it's one thing if you were just, if your stats look right and then the team was falling off, but your stats looking iffy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm saying I'm putting this on the fact of you wasn't focused in the off season. You was focused on getting tail in the off season, like a stupid motherfucker.
Look. It would have been real funny if Caleb would have had a better record right now than he did. Because I'm like, you tried to sun the kid the first game of the season. I'm like, y'all was riding high, but now y'all hit a little turmoil. I'm gonna keep my eyes on them because I actually don't dislike the Texans. I like CJ Stroud out there. I like what they doing, especially with that coach, because they set that coach up for failure. They put him into a dumpster fire, and they won a game in the playoffs last year. So I ain't mad at that. They just need to pick it up, man. People got to stop overhyping too fast, and they got to play up to the level. People expect them to do something this year, so they need to do it. But we got Uncanny in the building, and then we're going to go to Big Back for Life right after. What's up, Uncanny?
Oh, what up? Can you go up? Can you scroll up to the first game? Let's talk about that.
No, we ain't there yet. Uncanny, just
No.
say hey real quick. I'll skip for you. That'll be the next game we come.
Y'all went over the Lions?
Nah, that's the game he talking about right now.
I got something to say about that game.
Well, he gonna say hey to everybody first, and then I go up there.
Hey, world. It's Uncanny. It's me.
All right. And we also got Big Back for Life up in the building. Sir, what's up? Tell the people what's up. Where to find you at all that in the bag of chips?
Y'all can find me at your bitch house. I know.
That's fucked up, bro.
Nah.
You need to leave. That is disgusting.
Continue, my bad.
No, man. But nah. Respect.
Nah, you good. You good.
Big Back for life.
Funny.
Big Back for life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, just follow me, man. We growing, man. We all growing over here. You know what I'm saying? Big Back for life. You know, you might see me and Jay do some things still. I'm working on it as we speak, but God is good, man. God is good
all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. All the time, God is good.
There you go. Look, okay, he been to Black Church.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday to my wife.
Happy birthday to your wife, bro.
To Miss Big Back. Happy birthday to Miss Big Back. I ain't got no.
Mrs. Big Back, bro.
That's what I said, ain't it? Miss Big Back. Mrs.
It don't matter.
I don't know how to say that stuff.
All right, scroll up. Okay. All right. Can I start it off before Rob talks to me?
Go ahead. Look, we got the
really
Bears and the Lions.
All right. So this is about to be a blowout game. And Sonic was about to hit the end zone and just destroy this game. It was about to be a blowout. But then whoever the hell that safety was on my Bear squad knocked the Sonic rings out that motherfucker.
Hey, is it me? But did he look like Sonic with them Sonic shoes on? Y'all didn't peep that he had the Sonic custom cleats?
He had the shit. Well, he knocked the Sonic rings out of him. I haven't seen that since I played Sega, and we got back in the game, 3 touchdowns, and we was about to tie the game up.
Yeah,
we was about to beat the shit out of the Lions, and I had bragging rights for a year. That was our Super Bowl.
It wasn't gonna beat the shit out of us. It was gonna be a close game.
Can you check the box score? Can go look at the box score, bro? My boy was
I
putting
mean,
in
hell,
work.
boss. Hey, the score wouldn't be a blowout. The hell,
But the Bears kept this high offensive team to 23 points.
they did. It's not a blowout. It's not a. It wasn't gonna be. It'd be a close game.
Like Kenny, you shouldn't have said blowout, but
Yeah.
No, no, no. I said the Bears was going to come back and win the game, but the Lions were going to blow out the Bears. If that touchdown went in, that would have been they would have blown the fuck us out. But they gave us life, and then my boy did 3 touchdowns. That's right, count them: one, two, three, three. And he had a drive where he was about to tie the game up, take it into overtime, and win. I can see the headlines now. Bears stun Lions,
Don't get too close with that overtime. Don't do that.
but
You better have scored and walked away. You talking about overtime? No, you better score and walk away. The fuck you talking
but
about?
for some reason,
He said, "Fuck you talking."
I'm dead ass serious. And I don't give a fuck what no one say. You don't gamble on no motherfucking tie the game and then go overtime. Fuck that. You take that bitch and you motherfucking walk off and just be
we
like,
had no timeout. I mean, we had a timeout, but
Well, y'all had a
that's what I was
timeout.
getting to.
fuck all that. Y'all had a timeout.
wait.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Sorry.
Damn.
But for some reason, the coach has Andy Reid type time management,
Oh
and
my
he
God.
didn't decide to. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, and we could have called a timeout. We probably could have scored because the Lions defense, they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook, and it hurts my soul. It hurts my
Okay, so
goddamn
maybe
soul.
it's me, but couldn't your quarterback not make the same timeout play and see the same shit?
Yeah, fact.
I'm just gonna be real with
He's
that.
also an idiot, but we're not blaming him. We're blaming the coach right now.
He's fired, so it don't matter.
I'm gonna say it
Yes,
like this, right?
certified.
I'm gonna put the blame on him, but at the same notion, when you a quarterback, you want him there, bro. You see that shit, you try to make that damn call too, goddamn it.
Okay, Wally. I know
But you
you
know
hate
what?
the Bears.
Like I said, respectfully, I'm gonna go easy because personally,
I
there's a
know you
lot
hate
of
the Bears.
people out here that's been a bunch of sports entertainment, in my view.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I'm just gonna say this once and for all. We in a tough ass division, but I still think that the 4-8 Bears have the best quarterback in that division. That's right. You heard it. I said it. We have the best quarterback in that division.
once you get a better coordinator, then we'll talk.
Once he shows up and Caleb Williams has a second year go around and maybe fix that offensive line, I think we'll do Minnesota Vikings numbers. We'll probably be as good as the other 3 teams in our division.
That's why I said better. That's why I said OC. Got to get an OC. Once you get that,
Well,
yeah, we'll talk.
well,
But the
while
Bears have a quarterback.
give them credit, right? They did fire their old offensive coordinator, so the new offensive coordinator they have, I would say Caleb has been playing a lot better under him. I think this new offensive coordinator, well, I guess the replacement offensive coordinator, he's more so allowing Caleb to play in his strengths.
Style that fits him.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So
I appreciate the love. And when the next year, I'm guaranteeing this,
Yeah, I
when
mean,
we
maybe
win the division,
on him. There's someone that deserves more crack than he is, and that's Aaron
when
Rodgers,
we
damn scammer.
well, we're not talking about that, guys. When we win the division, yes, right, that's right, Rob. We will be in Cancun, but you also will be there too.
whatever.
That's all I have to say.
Right.
Thank you for the 5 minutes.
All right. Anybody that want to grab it next? Rob, I know that is your team, so you get first dibs, and then Wally, you can finish us out because I only got one thing to say about that game.
Oh, I don't got nothing to say. Respectfully, I
All right.
see what it is.
All right, Rob, is on you, sir.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and do my rah and whatever, man, because look, it's 5 games left, and at this point, I feel like this team is really just these last few games, just getting us ready for the playoffs. But I would say this: this was we was very fortunate to come out with a win. I mean, honestly, I should be shouting out the ex Bears coach for just being for his stupidity. Um, I don't understand why. Because if he would have called a timeout, you could at least fit at least 3 plays out that bitch. You know what I'm
At
saying?
least 2.
Yeah.
At least 2 or 3. At least 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling you want to go 4th down or just put yourself. If you want to put yourself in the positions to just get a field goal, depending on how that drive would have went. But
they smart. Fuck no.
But look, Uncanny said we should have really blown them out. But I think, I said this before, at times Ben Johnson, he could be in his own way and stuff. We went away from the running game in that third quarter. I'm not sure if Gibbs' fumble has something to do with it, but we got away from the running game in the third quarter. Offensively, I ain't got no complaints about how the Lions did offensively, just getting away from the running game. And the defense, look, man, for us, the defense, look, they're gonna do the best they can because we're dealing with a lot of injuries. Even with a lot of injuries, bro, it's not like, oh man, this look terrible. Like we still holding shit down. But I would say that the Bears, look, they got a lot of good pieces, bro. A good coaching staff where they can really build a culture. I think Caleb Williams, he might not be the best quarterback right now, but in the future, hey man, this dude could really, he could really be a problem, bro. He got everything you want from the quarterback, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just give him time. I think, he could definitely make a big leap in his second year. But yeah, man. Some things, look, there's a lot of things the Lions need to get better, especially for this next game. But it's 10 in a row, bro. Look, game's gonna be like this, bro. Every game ain't gonna be perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had this season. I saw them at their best. I saw them at their worst. The fact that we keep winning, it just tells me something. But but they need to learn from this last game for sure. But yeah, I just don't understand. Honestly, bro. I think the coach wanted this. I'm starting to believe the damn coach. Shit, he wanted to get fired. Because ain't no way you got one timeout left, 35 seconds left, and you don't take advantage of that, bro. Now, Caleb, you know what I'm saying? There's something you also got to learn, too. Hey, pay attention to the clock. Maybe Caleb, fuck it. Maybe he thought, man, let's try to get a play. Let's just try to, I don't know what the hell. It looked like they don't know what the hell they was trying to run. But, we was very fortunate. I should say that. We was very fortunate. Very fortunate.
All right. There you go. I had one thing on it, but I got Miss Alexis from Texas up in the building. What's going on, girl?
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy. You sound so distinguished tonight. Why you sound so distinguished? Yeah, she sound distinguished. We actually gonna be talking about our team in a second. I'm gonna say this one thing, and then we're gonna move on to the next game because the next game we're gonna talk about is the Raiders Chiefs. When it comes to the Bears game, y'all did get lucky on that one, but that's neither here nor there because when you that dog and y'all are the dog of the NFC, y'all gonna get everybody best bite. So that comes with the territory. The Bears coach deserved to be fired. I'm not putting none of the shit on Caleb for that situation. I'm not. That's a rookie quarterback. The coach supposed to have the game plan. Caleb ain't supposed to be out there making audible calls and telling I wouldn't even allow that for my rookie quarterback if I was a head coach. So I don't think he had the ability to even do whatever the hell he wanted. I think they were standing on the field waiting for a play to come in, and the coach sitting on the sideline looking fucking stupid.
Yeah,
because they had an opportunity. First off, they were in field goal range. Then they took a sack, and I'm guessing that the coach and the OC didn't plan that maybe you could have possibly took a sack just in case we need to call a quick timeout or spike the ball. We could have talked about that. Nah, they didn't. They took a sack and then they were sitting over there looking like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off, and he over here just like So he rightfully that's actually one situation in the NFL where I say the upper office did the right job, even though there was an astounding call for his head in all sports media. Everybody was calling for that man head. I'm talking about sports radio, talk TV, talk radio. Everybody was calling for that man. That's the one time I seen a bunch of people come together and say that dude deserved to be fired, actually get fired. Because if there wasn't that much talk, I don't know if he would have got fired. But that was definitely an fireable offense because they keep losing games like that. And this is uncanny because I've been watching the Bears. I keep track of what they be doing. They've had these situations happen like 3 times in the last 4 weeks where they fumble a game at the end.
And what make it even worse was his post game interview. See, this is the thing, Jay. I heard conversations of maybe possibly him being fired, but me, I wasn't like on that side. So you should fire him only because I felt like, look, what you guys expect coming to this season? You traded away your franchise quarterback that I felt like they were doing good towards the end of the season. He was finally finding his mojo. You finally brought talent around him, or at least we thought. You know what I'm saying? So he could put himself in the best situation. Then you end up trading him, and you put all this pressure for a rookie quarterback all of a sudden to make the flip. You know what I'm saying? To change the organization right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wasn't too tuned in. Okay, he need to let go. But after this last game, and then hearing his post interview talking about, oh, you know what? I just thought it was the best play to do. Like, come on, for real? That's how you feel? Okay, that's a nonchalant. See, sometimes this is why I like the Lions, because the Lions playing based on who their coach is. You know what I'm saying? The same character that they have, it just carried on to the team. That coach right there, that mentality that he have, it shows why they been losing close games, like you said.
He ain't got no accountability. He didn't want to take responsibility for his own. Like, dude, it stops with you. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I've been having a lot of conversations about college teams this year and like why certain teams aren't competing. Because it's like usually in college they have a few teams that just dominate. Not a lot of teams getting losses and stuff like that. And people are like, oh, yes, because the players are getting paid. Nah, because the coaches ain't coaching. It starts with the coach.
This is why I respect Dan Campbell even more. That second game we played the Buccaneers. And I don't know, maybe because players close is different, bro. And I'm starting to, even realize even more. That second game we lost to the Buccaneers, they asked him, like, oh, what happened in the game? Man, the first thing that man said, bro, hey, man, they lost this game because of their coach. And he said, like, I got to get better. Our guys put ourselves in the best situation, and I messed this up. You can't get mad at that.
No, you got to respect that. That's what a coach's supposed to do. Unless you just have one player just do some bonehead stuff in the game. It's like, nah, bro, that's on me. I get them ready. I come up with the game plan, or at least my coaching staff come up with a game plan. We supposed to put these players in the best possible position to go out there and execute and get the win. I don't care if it's ugly, but I need that win at the end of the day. Yeah. So that's why that coach, there he gone. And that's what he get. And I hope don't nobody hire that motherfucker again. At least no time soon, but he'll probably get a job because you know how that shit work in the NFL. But
he'll go right back to college.
Yeah. Look, I wouldn't even that. I'd definitely hire his ass in college.
No, I'm just saying, but that's where he's the shot. Because at this point in this league, with a bunch of these new quarterbacks coming in, I mean, let's be honest, we're literally in the new era of these new quarterbacks. You can't fuck up around here and don't take accountability for that bullshit.
Mm-mm. That shit crazy. Oh, and shout out to Hurricane. He said salute to the chat and the panel. Shout out to Hurricane. But we got the game that, at least my team and Alexis' team. So we had the Chiefs going up against the Raiders rivalry game, obviously. Chiefs pulled it out 19-17, but there was a lot of people talking about this game. So I'm going to throw it to Alexis first. Let her get on it, and then everybody else
Before I let you go, I got to tell Uncanny. I appreciate you show love to Sam Laporte. He's the best tight end. But the best tight end in the league is that boy on the Raiders. I just want to say that.
All right. Got it in now. All right, Alexis. Your time, baby girl.
Anyway.
Hot hand in a dice game, baby girl.
Huh?
Keep going. I'm just saying shit.
Well, it was an ugly win, and my quarterback was purely frustrated with his tackles. If he keeps going, he's gonna have like 50 tackles by the end of this. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on. Like, I want to bask in the glory of winning, but at the same time, it's like, golly, why are we winning like this? And granted, it's a divisional game, so they not only are the Raiders, but any other team is going to play us as hard as they can. I just did not like the way this win came out. And I'll be honest, maybe I'm just being a girl because I don't like the Raiders. So I just took this a little more personal. But I'm happy. A win is a win is a win. But I'm not happy with how it's looking right about now. Good gosh, man. Oh man. This is crazy. But at the end of the day, now that I've came back to reality, which is me saying nobody give a fuck about all that other shit, Chiefs Kingdom all day.
Hate that I've received from
All right. All right. Matter of fact, let me get mine off my chest real quick, like for y'all go. Once again, another week of the Chiefs doing what the Chiefs have been doing all season long. One thing's a good thing, one thing's a bad thing. Good thing is he got the win. Bad thing is it did not look good. And this one right here literally was a mishap. We lucked up on the mishap. I don't know what the lineman and the snapper are doing with them, talking to each other, letting each other know. But what you call it? Nobody didn't know that ball was coming, and that saved us. That saved us right there because they were in field goal range, so they could have got the win. They could have got the lead, especially. I don't know how much time was still left on the clock, but when it comes down to the Chiefs, they need to get right, especially their linemen, the linemen on the offensive side, because I understand they had Crosby on the other side of that field, and if people don't know, Crosby is still one of them boys. He can still get back there and pressure anybody. You got to block him. You know he coming, and Packham definitely need a little bit more time, but they all as a whole got to play better. I don't know if they need to change up the play calling a little bit or something. I don't know. They got to play better. Defense has been falling off for the last couple of weeks. They need to figure that shit out before the playoffs get started. But the good thing is they clinched the playoff spot. I don't know if they're going to try to fight for first overall, which they should, so they can get a break. But same thing as all season long. They getting the dub, but they got to look better. They ain't looking good. Anybody can grab it now.
Well, real quick, just to throw this up there. Well, that clinch for the spot, that's between that team and Bills right now, because that's what they.
I'm just saying we clinched a playoff berth. Like we in the playoffs now. Like we could lose the rest of our games. We still in.
I clinched that obviously. I mean, I'm just saying.
We gotta fight.
That's
we gotta
like
fight
the visual sense as far as all the other stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We still gotta fight the Bills for that first spot. But yeah, my bad, Wally. My bad. Keep going. Shit.
Hey, all I can say is the thing with the defining factor was pretty much what first half, like at least what the Chiefs got the first half part done, and the second half was just the second half. If you want to talk about from the standpoint of who was the better quarterback this game, hey, got to give it to O'Connell. I think it is. Yeah, O'Connell.
Hayden O'Connell.
Yep, got to give it to him. He only missed 10 passes, comparable to Patrick Mahomes' 20. And he put more yards out there. Well, he put more yards amongst the players. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I can't really say nothing much. I don't really try to analyze rivalry games because there's a lot more, quote-unquote, prestige with this one. So,
Say that word again, Wally.
What?
Say that word again.
Prestige?
What kind of game was it?
I think I said it, I don't get too close to these prestige type games, like these emotional type games, something like that.
Because it was a rivalry game, right?
Yeah, it was a rivalry game. Yeah.
Yeah. I just say it one more time because I know Ro watching in the clouds. Just say it one more time for Ro. It was a rivalry game, right?
We all know how rivalries get, man. One slip up, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All right, look at that. Like you look at it, there's a couple of rivalry games throughout this list, and just as close, so it don't matter.
Yeah. That's why I gave it to. Well, I ain't even finna beat the dead horse. He ain't here right now. But yeah, man. First off, being a two-time defending champ, you're gonna get everybody best shot. But then on top of that, it's your rival. They're gonna give you a good shot. That's one thing why I can chalk off some of these close games like this. I just don't like the way they finished.
Well, that's
my issue. Now go ahead, Rob.
No, I was just saying, well, you also got to think too, man. They playing for pride at this point. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders. So, I mean, hell, they giving everybody their best damn game. But especially with the Chiefs, you know, it is a cherry on the top.
I mean, one thing you can give the Raiders, man, that defense is good. I think they just need like that one major hitter.
I forget nobody named the tight end y'all talking about, the one from Georgia. What's his name again?
Brock
Bauer.
Brock Bauer.
Brock Bauer.
Really nice.
Yeah. He a tight end with the wide receiver ability. So look, man, they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback out there. We can do a little college like conspiracy talk, but we'll do that offline because there's somebody that I think the Raiders are really trying to get there. But yeah, they need a quarterback over there, and then they probably got some because at least you can feed the offense through him to a certain extent because he seemed to be able to take a decent load. But I do gotta go. We gotta go to Uncanny, man, because I know you want to hate on this one. Uncanny.
Well, hold on, before you start making some ridiculous statement, because that's what he does when it comes to the Chiefs. And this is a nigga that look. I'm not even a Chiefs hater, but I'm not rooting for the Chiefs. But look, with the Chiefs, I've been saying it all year, man. Look, I would like to I just want to see them, and I hope it's December now. This a good time to just show people like, you thought we was done. I'm waiting for that moment. This December now. You know what I'm saying? So no, I feel like this is the time normally the Chiefs really for real start waking shit up. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I mean 19 points. I mean, this was a dog fight, and I really, after this season, win or lose, I don't care if they win or lose Super Bowl. Look, after this season, it's obviously they need to fill up some holes in our offense. That's the offensive line. I would try to see if you get a running back in the off season or something, because it's like this game is like it was like they wasn't getting no type of production, like at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm waiting. I'm two-time champion, and let me keep it real with you, bro.
Three times. Just two in a row.
Well, back-to-back champion, I should say. But I'll say this though, for them playing how they playing and they still winning, you know what I'm saying? And I say the same thing about the Lions. Look, bro, I think the script is set, bro. I think the Lions and Chiefs. There ain't no way. The way the Chiefs only team there's only two teams I see could be a threat for the Chiefs. It's the Bills, and I'm gonna keep it real. Oh boy, roll. I'm gonna say them Steelers. Look, that could be a problem, but I still think the Chiefs gonna still come out of there because, look, man, this is they in a weird way they figure this shit out when it comes in December and January for some reason. So, but yeah, that's all I say, man. They gotta, hey man, turn up. I don't know. Hey, Mahomes, you ain't putting enough ketchup in your steak. What's going on, my nigga?
Ain't no time like the present. But Uncanny, go on here. I'm ready for it, man. Get your earplugs, Alexis.
What? What?
The Chiefs is the worst Super One team all time in history.
No, all I want to say is that I thought the best tight end in NFL was going to show up, but he plays for the other team.
Bro. You know what, bro? Look.
This guy.
You know what? That is a conversation now. You know, Uncanny? first 2 months when you said that, I'm like, all right, it is what it is. But you know what? I think he really got a good point. It's December now. Bro, you realize, you know what? Okay, they made a good point. Realize when the offense, but okay, I would say last year, and say you disagree. I don't watch them like that. But when the offense is on, that means when Travis is on, the offense is on. Now this year he's been off, and the offense been off. So it has to a point. He need to start getting shit clicking now. It's December, my nigga. All right.
And then another thing.
Taylor Swift giving a snapback like that. Got your legs all wiggly and weak.
No, she the one with the no legs energy. But another thing, like we have to talk about, is the fact that ever since we didn't mention Juju, he's been gone. So Rob,
bro, he wasn't.
Just don't, let's not mention him ever, because he might have that one game where he just 100 yards and touch it. But
he's an extra body ass nigga, bro. He ain't making no for shit, bro.
But DeAndre Hopkins showed up, and it was a botched snap. Good.
Kenny, before you go even further, though, like I get that you want to say Travis Kelce is not the best tight end in the league, and I don't think he's performing as the best tight end in the league this year. But I don't think anybody said he was going to perform. I think they just say he's the best tight end of all time, and I think he's going to get that award.
He is not the best tight end of all time.
Okay, well, here you go. That's debatable. But
Holy
shit!
I have an argument for it. Shannon Sharp. That's it. But numbers wise, he killing all the niggas.
Now, I don't want to make it a debate right now, but the one thing in that game,
the best tight end of all time played for the New England Patriots.
Man, stop.
Right.
Stop.
But either way, though.
Yeah.
What?
Stop it. I'm gonna say it again. You better go do your research.
Shout out to Gronk. It don't really matter. It don't matter. That's not a debate.
I mean, look, Gronk is a nice big body block. Not what we talking about with
Bro, go check his highlights, man. And
you talking? Go ahead. We talking about highlights.
The game of how tight ends move, bro. Stop being a hater all your life.
Let me say this and we can move on because I see Jace. You get frustrated. Look. What has it been a season? Travis Kelce missed a season because of injuries.
As far as I know, no.
No, that's all we got to say.
Exactly, and I've been telling people that for the longest time.
Who's been reliable?
I just wanted to point out because when Kenny said that, like Travis Kelce was not to blame for anything that happened in this game. He was the leading receiver on the team. He had 68 yards on 7 receptions, 3 less receptions than Brock. Like. But
who had 150 yards?
And he did it with different.
It was on the other side.
He did it with different quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Who had 150 yards and was on the other team?
I think the reason I'm pushing. I think the reason I'm pushing back on that point.
Was it 150?
No, it was 140 yards for Brock.
It was 140. I was like, okay.
But
killing y'all.
Besides the point, Brock had a great game. Not taken away from him. The notion that Kelce ain't still good or he's fell off. That's not the case. He was the best receiver on the team yesterday. Well, when they played. I just wanted to push back on that one, but keep going.
Well, actually, I'm going to did that to Hawkins that game, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm just going with who had the most yards, the most catches.
Yeah, Hopkins.
Hopkins had more yards?
90 yards.
Okay, 90. He had 1 less reception.
And also, just to throw out there, Unc said it himself. He said because he could go in his pocket and he could throw out his 3 Super Bowl rings as far as his argument. But when Travis Kelce surpasses, we get this 4th ring. Unc even said it. Like, we got to the greatest of all time will be Travis Kelce.
For sure.
You're tied, bro.
And then
you're tied, Gronk.
He did it with different quarterbacks, bro. He the type of nigga that make quarterbacks look good, bro. You cannot tell me if Alex Smith didn't have a fucking safety net and fucking Travis Kelce, he won't continue to have a job. He probably won't even have a job. They kicked him off the curve from the 49ers. He revamped.
Well, I will say, but you also remember he was young then, but also during that time we had Jamal Charles, we had a lot of other people other than just, but I will say this, TK has changed the outlook of new and up and coming tight ends. There's kids in high school and college that when they looking at how they want to perform as a tight end position, they're looking at Travis Kelce. They're not looking at Gronk. They're not looking at whoever that dude was on the game. They're looking at TK.
But I will say that. But let's say this. This is my final statement.
The same age.
Yeah, they're about the same age.
Oh, nah. I don't think Travis Kelce and Gronk is the same age. Let me check.
Travis Kelce is losing a step. He will be gone soon, but y'all don't want to talk about that. I don't know why. So the best tight end of all time is going to be walking soon.
Well, I want to make this last statement because I will say this. What I want to say here.
Oh well, damn!
Look, he hasn't fallen off. He hasn't fallen off that much though. I mean, look. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just wanted to correct my bad. Sometimes a certain ethic may age like milk, and I thought he was up there, but he is older by like 6-7 months. Grunt was born in May. Travis was born in October, so they're the same age.
Shoot. Well, hey, put that on the game then. Shit. But no. I mean, look. I know a lot of people want to say like Kelce falls off because he's not putting 100+ yards. But what is the main core thing about Kelce that everyone has to know about? And that is, in the tight pinch, he's gonna give me 10. This guy's still been giving around that same thing. 7 reps, 68. Only miss 2 yards to make it 70. That still gives you 10. I mean, at the end of the day, nothing hasn't changed. He's just not giving you 100+ yards like he used to. That's it.
I can't just don't like him. I don't know why though. It'll be all right though. We still need him. He definitely gonna be here for this ride. And honestly, I don't think he played a bad game last game. But as of right now, being the best tight end in the league, no, he's not. I don't think anybody's trying to have that conversation. Clearly, you can point to a few other tight ends that actually been playing really, really good. So I don't think that should ever be the argument. But GOAT type conversation, yeah, we could actually have a debate on that one because
he gets this fourth ring. He gets this fourth ring. He will be the GOAT. End of discussion. He will be. I don't
even think he needed Alex.
Hey,
he got it all.
I'm sorry. Quick question. Who has 4 rings? Which tight end has 4 rings?
Gronk.
I don't care.
Bro, fuck them rings, bro. Shit, that's a team.
Let's be real, rings are team sports.
Bro, when we talk about GOAT,
but I'm saying that's why. But this is why TK will be the GOAT because TK's resume is better than Gronk's. That's
rings. The thing. Worry about the resume, aka the stats.
No, because there's always going to be some asshole like Uncanny.
I don't give a rat's about that will bring up
Tom Brady.
Are team fucking sports. Fuck out of here.
It don't matter. Some asshole Uncanny. That he doesn't
quick question.
have all the rings, and there's other that say the same thing. So once he gets
you're right. Quick question.
That conversation because all the other accolades plus 4 rings and plus the longevity, bro. You're not messing with TK. Sorry, Gronk.
No, nobody messing with TK. You're right. Hey, quick question. In the last Super Bowl that Gronk had versus Travis Kelce, who had more touchdowns?
Bro.
Really? Probably Gronk.
He knows the answer.
But that doesn't mean shit. That's what I'm saying. He's like Uncanny.
Don't buy into it.
That don't really fucking matter.
That was the whole point. Don't buy into that.
Shit that people like to argue. That's shit weak.
So let me ask you something.
It didn't deserve a response.
The nigga that caught the football in the Super Bowl when it was on the Giants when they beat the undefeated Patriots on his fucking helmet. Is he one of the greatest receivers of all time? Because that was one of the greatest catches of all time.
Exactly.
His name is David Tyree.
Well, at least you know.
We don't even know that nigga name. I don't even know that nigga name.
The dick riding is
that was the first game of the season. The hell?
Well, when your boy ties my boy,
You ain't got no voice. Don't do that.
Gronk is the best tight end of all time.
He's not.
I guess he'll be second best. I'll give y'all that. Second best.
Nigga
too.
that
He's
took
probably second.
time
You ain't
off.
giving that
Man,
shit.
look, let's get one thing clear. If Hernandez wasn't suicidal, bro.
Oh, bro, he be
Well,
killing
come on, bro. Don't even dare try that shit.
Oh
That's
my
my mom.
God.
Don't do that. Don't you dare.
bro. He
But
was
Hernandez is Travis Kelsey before Travis Kelsey. This is what I was trying to tell Jay the other day, but no one would listen to me.
bro.
Why I gotta get brought into
So
I
this?
then
already
why?
seen Travis Kelsey.
Gronk as an
Aaron
argument,
Hernandez was it.
But why you keep using Gronk as an argument
been a
then?
better argument for Hernandez and Travis Kelce. If
Like
Travis,
literally, like Gronk is the big body tight end. Hernandez was literally more of a flexible guy to move in a two-piece way. I'm like, come on now. But you over here using Gronk as an argument though.
that dude was fucked up, bro. I watched, man.
You talk about Hernandez.
Yeah,
If
and
it was a fifth, we will all be drunk. Ain't no need to bring up these other names trying to compare when they can't. In reality, TK, especially when he gets this fourth ring, is gonna go down in history as the greatest tight end ever. And everybody else will be trying to catch up and trying to have a resume similar to his. Not Gronk's, not Hernandez, not whatever that boy was that you was just riding on. TK.
I think, yeah, bro. I think you guys see that because he was on a good team. That's how you know that.
Who got that?
hey Rob, your audio going. And hold up.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let me see. Say something
Yeah, that
again,
ain't
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah,
That
say
ain't
something
Rob. I
again.
think that was uncanny shit.
Yeah, that wasn't me. Shit.
Okay, yeah. There you go. I did.
See,
Okay, I need you for a
see,
second.
Messed up audio.
All right, we gotta change the topic though. We
You be talking about Gronk and who's
Yeah.
the best tight end. Your audio's messed up. You can't hear straight.
put up the next game before we keep going, bro. Let's
We
go.
actually done with all the games from last week.
Okay.
We have to talk about our picks and then make our picks. So for last week, y'all, coming in last place. Look, we actually all did good this week in my honest opinion. But coming in last place with 10 correct picks, I think it was a total of, was it 16 games
Yep.
or 17 games?
16.
16. All right, coming in with 10 correct picks, so that's 10 out of 16. You only got 6 wrong. Was Rob with 10, all right? Yeah, finally got his ass off that winning streak, man. Goddamn, I was getting tired of seeing that shit.
Got 10 wins. I was last place.
Yeah, you came in last place this week, but you got 10 out of 16, so you're still good in my opinion. Coming in next to third place with 11 correct picks was Uncanny. Shout out to Uncanny. I see why you asked me that question earlier.
Yeah. Cause
I see why.
Look,
Yeah,
I got second and JVJ top dog for this week.
Wally with 13, me with 14. So I finally get back on the board after like I don't know, like a month of not being on the board. So I'm tied with Rob now with 4 correct picks. Wally still leads with 6. Y'all can't really see this shit. And Ro and CJ are following up behind after that. But
I'm gonna
we
win.
gotta do. Yeah, we gotta do something again that we did last week, y'all. And we gonna see how it play out for everybody. And I don't know how this. I think this week is gonna be an interesting week. To be honest with you, I think there's a lot of interesting games. And I know Alexis gonna hurt my feelings and tell me she's not picking. Am I right, Alexis?
He is picking.
Um,
team.
Well, I'll say this: you are not wrong.
Damn.
Look, she saw that, baby. Now I like y'all let me come up here and dilly dally with y'all. Y'all so nice.
I'm so sorry, Alexis. You got the best tight end in the game.
I know you sorry. I know you sorry. Sorry, motherfucker. I done everything. Look, I bet y'all don't know where that's from. Well, I don't know. People probably say it, but when I say it, I always think of what's love got to do with it. And
Lord, no.
Tina Turner, she was like, "I'm sorry." But go ahead and pick your picks. Hey, and honestly, you should make a correction when anytime you're giving out the ratings, you be like in last place Alexis with one pick. Say that every time, and then the next person can feel better.
All right, here you go. I add it to the list now. But here you go, check it. We got some interesting game this week. You see the first one up on the board. You got the Packers versus Lions.
Who starts it off?
Yeah, it's supposed to be on me. Unless you want to start, we can work backwards.
Work backwards.
All right, start with you, Kenny.
Packers.
All right.
Wally, that way. Oh, really?
Yeah, Wally, you up next.
You know, good and well, you got to put your money on the fucking line. I don't know why the hell you fucking voted for the Packers. I'm gonna go with Lions.
Lions. And Rob, I know you got the Lions.
Oh yeah, you already know. They gonna see. They don't know. They know.
Well, the Lions have Sonic and Knuckles, but the Packers have Mario and Luigi. So, and you saw what Nintendo did to Sega.
Hey, that was an amazing analogy. I love it. Hey, yo, shout out Sonic 3 coming out on the 20th of this month. Me and my kids.
Oh, yeah, I'll be watching that movie.
No, bro, I ain't gotta talk, bro. We just see first.
This nigga said,
and that's not real. And that's not real. That's how well.
They got Mario and Luigi. What the fuck?
Where I just look and shout out to Rob, because you know I'm a Midwester too. In a corner of my heart, I'm a Texas girl, but it was just an amazing analogy. I don't agree with it, but it was an amazing analogy. I'm gonna find some way to
right here is a nice shit.
Nobody even called that shit. That's hilarious. But
nobody wanted to hit it. That was the problem.
Man, I'm not even
find a way to
who Mario and Luigi of that team. I just like the fact that you said it was just funny.
You said it was not the Packers. Bitch.
Y'all do for a loss. Y'all play like shit.
Do for a loss 5 games ago, bro. Shit.
Hey, I'm gonna make my pick. We'll move on to the next game. Kenny, thank you for taking all the heat. I got the Packers. All right, next game up. We going to the Jags versus Titans.
Yeah.
All right, because I don't want to argue about it. You appreciate it. I'm good. We got a next game up, y'all. We got a big one right here. We got the Jags versus the Titans. Ah, man, look, I'm gonna take the Jags on this one.
Hold on, has Trevor been cleared?
Yeah, he played last game.
Okay.
Yeah, with this game and having ass.
So actually, what Rob just got up, I'll get him when he come back. Wally, Jags, Titans. Who you got?
This is so horrible. You know how you know it's horrible when you skipped it and then you look back at your pad like, wait, what game that I didn't pick? I'm like, oh, this
is definitely a rightful skip over type game.
Look, I'm gonna pick the Titans. Fuck that scammer. Yeah, I'm going with that one. That's how I'm gonna do it.
I like how you
all right.
That voice.
And Uncanny, who you got?
Is Trevor Lawrence playing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Jags.
Got the Jags? All right.
I'll throw this one away to the literally. I think they might win.
I think they both trash, honestly. I really think, but it's gonna be
I think the Jazz got a better
King Reese said Trevor out for this Sunday, and then he said Uncanny is that's Lena. My bad. I'm about to say what the hell is going on around here. And Lena said something to Uncanny. But he said Trevor's out. Y'all still good with y'all
Titans. I'm with Wally. Titans.
All right.
Now you want to slide. No, you don't believe in that Jags? You don't believe in that Jags?
My bad. I'm gonna stick with the Jags.
Sticking with the Jags. Well, I didn't know Trevor wasn't playing, so I'm going back to the Titans.
Look, I asked you. How you gonna say you ain't know he wasn't playing when I just asked you? I said, did Trevor?
I know, and I said Trevor was playing because he was out there last game, but I guess it must be an update. He must have reheard himself.
I
never
heard no injuries, so yeah.
Man, let me look at this shit first, man. Let me look and see if this motherfucker playing or not, man.
On. Nah.
Look,
I'm just here talking ish. Look, don't mind me.
I need to know. Questionable.
Ooh,
he's questionable.
Hey,
is
it a uppercase question mark or a lowercase?
Well, I think they only put him in
okay.
uppercase.
You answered it.
I think there's only
Yeah, but
uppercase
no,
on
they
those.
saying that Trevor Lawrence got a concussion protocol. That's why. For that
Yeah.
for dirty hit.
You want to be in charge of the shit. Man, nah, I'm keeping the Titans. Fuck that. Yeah.
I'm taking
All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, anything with protocols, you get
Yeah, they're
Rob,
gonna play.
Jack
He
Titans.
probably ain't playing. But we got Rob back. Rob, Titans, Jags. Who you got?
I got Titans with Travis Lawrence playing or not.
Mm.
All right. Appreciate that. We got that in there. All right. Next game up. And King Reese said he had got hit like two of hands locked up, dirty hit major concussion pro. Okay. So he got wrecked. All right. Next game up, we got the Dolphins versus the Jets. It's on me. So I'm taking the Dolphins. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Rob, who you got?
I got the Dolphins.
All right, Wally.
Do you have to ask? Fuck the
I
Jets.
just wanted to let you say it for everybody else.
Well, I'll say it again. Fuck the Jets. The fuck man. Well, I don't say this. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Fuck that nigga. He out of here. He thought he was about to walk away with the one talking about last week. Nah, the Seahawks came back and motherfucking stumped on his ass and said, "Take your old ass home." Get your retirement bin, motherfucker.
I got the Dolphins.
All right, so we're gonna do a clean sweep on the Dolphins right there. I'm not surprised with that one. Good picks, gentlemen. And I know Alexis wanted to pick the Dolphins too. Uncanny. Coming up to you, Vikings, Falcons. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
All right. Wally, who you got?
I got Vikes.
All right. Rob, who you got?
I want.
That boy over there eating good in the neighborhood.
Damn, man. I want to be a hater and pick the Falcons, but I'm gonna take the Vikings.
Got the Vikings? All right. And I'm gonna also pick the Vikings on this one. Next game up, we got the Saints versus Giants. I'm gonna take the Saints. Rob, who you got?
Saints.
All right. Wally, who you got?
Saints.
All right. And
I was
Uncanny, who you got?
saying cousins rivalry revenge game. LOL. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. That definitely could be the upset game of the week. That for sure could be the upset game. I ain't gonna cap.
Look, I sat there looking at it for a second, but I said, fuck it, man. Vikings, they just gonna end up having to fuck me at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah. We're going back to Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a revenge game for him because he actually wanted to leave.
And
I think it might be a revenge game for the
like,
Vikings.
What do you expect, nigga?
So I think the Vikings will want to beat his head in.
I think I want to change my pick.
You sure? Change it right now. I'm doing it since we in between.
Yeah, give me the Falcons.
You got the Falcons. All right, Rob, switch to the Falcons.
I hope that's a good gamble.
All right, but Uncanny, I still needed your pick on this Saints-Giants game.
I picked the Saints.
Yeah, the Saints. All right, so we got a clean sweep on Saints on that one. Next game up, we have the Panthers versus Eagles. Uncanny, who you got? I have to ask everybody.
Eagles.
All right, Wally.
Hey, look, man. I'm glad your boy. The boy over there. He getting better, man. He getting better. But hey, look, for what it is right now, I gotta go Eagles.
All right, and Rob, who you got?
I would love to see the Eagles lose, but
Oh yeah, that's
Hey,
your only
if they
competition
lose,
right now.
I'll laugh my ass off this week for sure. Shit.
if they lose, it's gonna help us. But
I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm really looking at him and I'm like, yeah, he getting better for sure, boy. He learning. He getting up there.
well, I'm gonna say
We got enough time to make it happen, but he's getting up there though.
I got
All right, where you gonna take it? I got Rob down for the Eagles. I'm also taking the Eagles. That's another sweep.
Hey,
Yeah,
so I just want to say that I'm rooting for the Texas boy.
you rooting for the Texans?
I said for the Texas boy, Jalen Hurts.
Oh, okay, I got you. He ain't. Man, look, he ain't Alabama. We claim that. Next game up, we had the Browns versus Steelers. This was an upset a couple weeks ago. I'm going with the Steelers. Rob, who you got?
Steelers.
All right. Wally, who you got?
Steelers.
All right. Uncanny, who you got?
I'm gonna rock with the Steelers.
All right. Another clean sweep on that one. We trusting them this time around. Next up, we had the Bucks
Brown
versus the
getting one.
Raiders.
Bucks.
Who said Bucks? Uncanny?
Yeah, Bucks.
All right. Wally?
Bucks.
All right. And Rob?
Bucks.
All right. Another clean sweep. I also got the Bucks. Next game on the list, we have the Cardinals versus Seahawks. I'm taking the Cardinals. Rob, who you got?
I got the Cardinals.
All right. Wally, who you got?
Knowing the Cardinals, this definitely the toss up, but at this point, this got to be put up or shut up. So I'm going with Seahawks.
All right. And Uncanny.
I'm rocking with Wally. Seahawks.
All right. I can see this one going either way.
No, they definitely can. They definitely can. That's what I'm saying. Cardinals sneaky asses can fuck around and take this. But
all right, next game up.
So. Oh damn, this is hard.
Uncanny, you got the Bills versus Rams. Who you got?
Damn. This is only hard because I rock with both teams. But I'm gonna go with Bills Mafia.
All right, Bills on the board. Wally?
Bills.
All right. Rob?
Bills.
All right. And I am taking the Bills.
you over here talking about I'm about to take the Rams.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, man. The sad part, it might happen too. But next game up, y'all, we have this is gonna be an interesting one right here. We have the Bears going up against the 49ers. And honestly, I'm taking the Bears. I got the Bears. Rob, who you got?
I got the Niners.
Niners? All right. Wally, who you got?
For a moment, this was about to be the second game that I was about to skip past just to see what's going to go on. But personally, even if Brock makes it back, I'm going to go with Bears.
Bears? All right. And Uncanny?
I'm going to rock with the Bears.
All right. I think we all kind of knew that was about to happen. But either way, though, next game up, we have the Chargers versus the Chiefs. Uncanny, who you got? You got the Chargers?
Yep, you guys mirrored the fucking Lions. So if the Lions lose, the Chargers are going to win too.
All right. Wally, who you got?
I'm picking on principle. That's the Chiefs right there.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, I'll say I don't know.
So that's why I said I'm picking on principle. On principle, the Chiefs right there. Yeah.
The Bills will be the number 1 seed by Monday. That's all I got to say.
And Rob, who you got?
Man, I really want to pick the Chargers, bro.
I mean, this could be a game they get this one. I mean, if there's anybody that has the best,
I'm not, because they playing at the Chiefs. It get cold. I don't think niggas that play outside in the hot.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yep. That's always the fumble of the bag right there.
And they already beat them this year too, right? I got the Chiefs.
Right. And I have to ask because she is here. Alexis, Chargers, Chiefs, who you got?
I'm trying to think.
Trying to think how many times you can say the Chiefs.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my homies.
All right, my homie in the squad. And also I got the Chiefs, yeah. I know y'all do that. And the Monday night game, last game of the week.
I think we all can agree to this. Who's gonna win this, bitch?
I'm gonna take the Bengals. Rob, who you got?
You on mute, Rob? You muted.
3-3.
Got the Bengals.
All right. Wally, who you got?
Oh, who else, man? Mr. Shotgun himself. Between him and his shot caller that picking up the picks.
All right. And okay, who you got?
I'm going with Home Alone.
What the fuck?
That's Bengals? I guess he's trying to say he look like Charlie Calkin. He look like
No.
Well, I ain't gonna lie though. He do. He look like the older brother.
Damn. Sorry, Joe. Except if you look like somebody, I can't do nothing for you.
I mean, Macaulay Culkin dressed up as him for Halloween, bro. Like the joke is around.
But even then, that's respect. But, you know, they try to put because of like a lot of childhood stars didn't have issues and problems. Macaulay Culkin was a freaking dope doing what he did. Hey,
Hey, God, I think everybody did watch Home Alone.
not only that, he was in a lot of other movies that people, when you tell them, they be like, "Oh, dang, yeah, bro, he been making money. Calm down."
That boy been out there getting it. Well, he go check it, man. I'm gonna pick 3 games out of this week's matchups and see what y'all think about them. Cause I think there's really mainly 3 good ones. So we're gonna start from the very top and work our way back down. First game, Packers Lions.
The Lions, Sonic is gonna get his rings knocked off again. Another fumble's coming. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Rob, I'll definitely let you respond to that.
Bro, look, bro. This man that sat here and said, Rob, Gronk is better than Travis Kelce. You know, you think the Chiefs is the worst, 12-1 team of all time. So I have nothing to respond. Like,
Well, but that's your man's.
look, man. I mean, who said that? Oh, yeah, Alexis. Okay. Look, as you know, Lexus.
Now you know I just felt like saying that.
Wait. No, I'm gonna give you props. As you know, right? See, when you winning, ain't not much you could say.
You right. My bad. Let me mute. Let me let you have.
When you winning, and nigga, I haven't felt a loss in 3 months, nigga. It's about to be Christmas, nigga. It was the summer was just ending when them niggas lost. So look, man, you know, look, we see Thursday. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, y'all cheesehead niggas, y'all could say all this. You could be loud all you want. The winner's gonna fucking stay quiet. So,
There you go. I like that. That's how you supposed to do it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I've been preaching that philosophy for a while. But Wally, any thoughts about this game before we move on to the next one?
Hold up. Let me get off this screen. No, I mean this definitely going to be a standout game. Thursday night rivalry game. Everything you want out of the game right here for sure. And like always, this is definitely that put up or shut up game because this is definitely going to rock in boats. This is going to rock the boat right here.
And both of these teams, in honest opinion, I don't think the Lions need it as much, but I think they want it. I think
they do, because remember, Eagles right behind them.
Yeah, true that. The Eagles do only got 2 losses. But look, man, it's gonna be an interesting one, man. I know I picked the Packers, not to hate on the Lions. I just think it might be coming. But it can go, man, look, this could be a blowout. This could be a blowout. The Lions just come in and just do everything they supposed to do. So we're gonna see how it play out. I will be, at least look, NFL, I'm happy that y'all actually did us right on a Thursday night game. I forget what the Sunday night game was, but y'all been effing us on those too. But at least on this one, I give y'all props. This is a good matchup that I think
Sunday night is a good game. That's another rivalry game.
Even better. So y'all at least doing us right this week, because y'all done gave us some bad weeks so far this year. But
we're gonna get some wins with half our defense injured.
I'm ready to look. I'm ready to see this one right here. I'm actually probably gonna I probably won't watch it live, but I'll end up watching it on the recap like I always do. Some of these games I just can't get to all of them. But we got to talk about another game. And actually we do the Monday night game. Even though these 2 teams ain't playing for nothing. Gonna be an interesting matchup. Wally, you weren't talking about that game, was you?
To be real with you, that wasn't the game I thought you were gonna actually select as one of the top 3 games.
I'm talking about this game right here.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I was just fucking with you.
Yeah. But like I said before, this is the next rivalry game, Sunday night, and this is definitely that hitter because literally the AFC West is on fire right now with 3 teams jockeying for position. Well, not really. I mean, but you know what I mean. Like, you pretty much got two teams that can enter in the wild cards, and then the one team that's trying to fight for a bye. So yeah. So Chargers can definitely be the Scrooge of it all and say, "Ha ha, take this bitch," and we're gonna take this from you. But hey, this is gonna be good for sure though. We're gonna see what happens.
Alexis, thoughts on this one right here?
I mean, it is what it is. Regardless on how the chips fall, they're not going to. I mean, with this loss, they wouldn't lap us in what we got. They're not, and so I'm feeling like, of course, it's a rivalry game, and even though there's been some talk about what Justin Herbert got going on, I still don't think they're going to lose sight of the fact that they know the division that they're in and who they're under. So they have to play hard every single time, and I respect it. And that's all I can say. I respect the Chargers. I don't have a hate and vitriol. Or I don't like saying that. Lord, forgive me. I don't have a really bad dislike for them like I have for the Raiders. Then it's the Broncos, and then it's the Chargers.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you on that one. Rob, any thoughts on the Chiefs-Chargers matchup?
The Chiefs gotta score some points. Shit, score some points. The one thing about the Chargers now, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because the weather. You playing an LA team, you know what I'm saying? So when we see what the Dolphins did against Green Bay, niggas can't fuck with.
That was my fuck up game right there. Could have tied.
So look, man, score some damn points, man. We already know what the defense about. They stamp. Score, get some shit going. It's December, so you better turn this shit up now. Playoff is around the corner. It's plain and simple.
I can put up or shut up. I can't get mad at it. And my thoughts come to that one, I can see it going either way. Pulling for the Chiefs, obviously, to win that game. But right now they have eclipsed. Well, they ain't eclipsed, but they've achieved the exact same number of wins they got last year. But they got some things that they need to correct, and they got it. Hopefully they get to it. Hopefully they get to it and do it because ain't no time like the fucking present. Ain't no time like the present. And they need to get it popping because everybody can see it right now. Everybody can see that they not looking like what they should look like. Anybody that says they look great, I think they might be lying to themselves. But it's neither here nor there. Got to get the dub. So I'm going to give it a toss-up. I'm going to let y'all pick which game for the final game we talk about. So you either have the Seahawks Cardinals, Bills Rams, or the Browns Steelers. Which one you want?
Wait, which one?
You got Browns Steelers, Seahawks Cardinals, or Bills and Rams. Which one you want? I'll let you make the pick, Wally.
Well, my pick would be the Steelers Browns because if the Browns fuck up the Steelers' day, then that's just a nice little moment for them. Because let me see, because Ravens they got their bye, so if the Ravens come back after the bye week on that tip is like okay, now we scratching hairs right now. So,
I'm gonna keep it real. Them niggas pathetic, bro.
Which ones?
The Ravens.
Oh, okay.
They pathetic.
Hey, talk your shit.
You don't know what you're getting from these niggas.
But I will say this. I know it's going to be petty.
Lamar winning MVP either.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm going to say this real quick. I know it's going to be petty, but I'm going to say it anyways. I can't even blame it on the Ravens, man. The rest got the script written in on it, man. It's all written and designed ahead of time, so But go ahead. Y'all got it.
You know what? I just got what you just did.
For those who know, no.
Oh, I know. Why do you think I said sports entertainment earlier?
All right. So let's talk about the Steelers and Browns. Damn. Hey, man, Steelers, bro. If they keep, I was not expecting them to put up 41 points. Now the Bengals defense is trash, but honestly, bro, if
Joe Burrow's a gunner.
yeah, Burrow did the best he can, but man, look, I think the Steelers, like, if they offense could just, they ain't got to put up 40 points, but if they could, you know what I'm saying, keep doing what they doing, plus with the defense, bro, hey, they could be a threat. They could be a threat. And then they got a good coach behind them, too. That's another thing.
Yeah, I just wish that coach is motherfucking just, wake up just a little bit more.
Because who's the best coach in the AFC right now?
Where you want to touch that on?
I'm like, it's like what
because right now, if you listen to the media was gonna say, the coach that's in Pittsburgh right now.
He is.
I can see. I don't know.
I'm gonna be respectful. Like,
hey, the way he got Russ playing,
where everyone's going with it, and that's all cool, and I'm Gucci with that. But at the same notion, though, if you also got to talk about just overall, I don't know,
about
man.
I'm saying, man, look, I'll put in a token for Andy Reid just for some fact. Rob, even you called it out earlier. The Chiefs done had a lot of people be out. The offense, when it comes to weapons, I feel like we filled in pretty good. But even you said maybe they need to do some more in the offseason. Andy been doing a lot with, about dealing with injuries and shit.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to give it to Andy, then what about Buffalo Bills head coach?
Yeah, hey.
I'm saying that it's not a mistake. Why? And I know I talk a lot.
Oh, no. I'm not saying it is
a mistake. Why? How Russell Wilson's playing right now?
He wasn't really playing that bad last year in the grand scheme of things. I just hate on that dude.
But it's just what I'm saying, this is the narrative they built. You know what I'm saying? They're saying. So I'm saying it now because now he didn't play that bad, but now I'm looking at him now. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say he's the old Russell Westbrook of old, but you know what? He still got it.
Playing good enough to keep him in.
Classified old Russells since technically when we look at the Seahawks when he was there. I mean, the big success of the Seahawks team, was pretty much the defense, aka the Legion Boom, and then of course the offense. Well, let's just be real. Was it really Russ or was it really the running back? AKA, you already know what time it is. Like, come on, like.
Man, if I'm the Steelers, look, you might as well give Russ an extension.
No, that is up for debate though. I ain't gonna cap to you. That is up for debate. But we'll see what happens with that though.
You know what I'm saying? And then on it down for it, they got they gotta get their young niggas together, cause you know what I'm saying, because Pickens, the niggas, they begin sometimes to get on Jameson Williams' head, but I feel like he really light. This nigga Pickens, bro. This nigga.
No, Pickens for sure is on that chopping block.
High head, bro.
Slow that shit down.
Yeah, high head.
Don't be saying that out loud. Ro gonna hear y'all from the clouds and get
mad. Look, I don't hear that shit, man. If Pickens lived his life, he sit his ass down in the best he got, and that's damn sure with that team right now. Because he honestly could have been traded last year off the off season. Literally, could have been traded.
I don't think still was that stupid. I wouldn't trade his ass nowhere.
Oh, you'd be surprised upstairs. They said that shit. They willing to trade his ass. If he wants to constantly keep being a problem and you want to be on his bitch shit, they'll trade his ass. Trust me.
They gonna give him the bread. Watch. It's gonna be another AB situation.
Well, that's what
don't get me wrong. If he had the right quarterback, he definitely one of the top wide receivers. All you gotta do is get the ball thrown. But it's like at the same notion, it's like, nigga, you gotta chill and sit the fuck down and handle your business.
Yeah, he gotta mature a little bit. Well, actually, not a little bit. He gotta mature a lot. But he is one of those young hothead kids that we be seeing out here. But some people like it. Some people see it for the problem that it could be. And Mike Tomlin is gonna show a second track record of you allowing that shit to get out of hand, especially with your star receiver. But hopefully we don't see that. But I see it. I see it right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I say something to Ro all the time about it. I'm like, hey, bro, you love this dude. But I'm like, he a problem.
Shit, now, I love it too. But that's the thing, though. It's like, you gotta get your shit, though. Because, like, bro, hey, I say it like this: you want to be the top guy, and I believe he is one of the top wide receivers. But at the same time, look at all the other top wide receivers. They ain't on their boohoo trip. Like nigga, just do the work. Just do the work and put your head down.
Show up, do your job, and go home. Look, Alexis already know. Look, we'll kick somebody off the team. We'll kick somebody off the team, and somebody that we actually had we saw a future in. We'll send your ass home.
When y'all play them?
You talking about the Steelers?
Yeah.
The week after next.
Oh yeah.
It's the week before the week before the last week of the season.
And that's gonna be okay.
It probably won't.
Oh, that's on Christmas Day.
Yeah, it probably won't be. And look, if it's on Christmas Day, yeah, people might get a good game, but if the Chiefs have the record that I think they'll have by that time, man, look, I'll be ruining some people's Christmas, man. I'm like, Pat ain't playing.
Damn, that's a Wednesday night
game. Gonna play, bro. Fuck that. Yeah,
the NFL gonna make them play.
On the reps, nigga. They need all the reps. They need all the reps.
NFL gonna make them play, but I wouldn't even fuck that game. If they had the record that I think they'll have, I wouldn't play them. But if it's on Christmas Day, I'm pretty sure the NFL is gonna mandate that star players at least play. Well, they gonna just probably say they got to play the whole game.
At least a quarter.
Well, I would love it to say just a quarter.
Ain't good enough to do that, bro. On offense, no, y'all niggas get the reps.
No, I'm saying that they'll sacrifice that win. They'll sacrifice that win. Like, we don't need it.
Our home field.
If they have the number one, if I think they have the record that I think they're gonna have by that time, they should have secured the number one spot in the AFC. I don't think if he got it secured, I wouldn't play him.
2, 3.
Who got home field?
No,
right
Steelers
now,
got home field. On that game. Steelers.
We playing in Steelers. We playing
in
Steelers.
Y'all losing.
We'll see what happens on that.
Y'all play, bro. No, they not.
I mean, I'll say it like this:
they have not been that good for them to take any breaks. Unless it's the last game of the season. Fuck that.
I mean, I'll say it like this though, just to be honest. Yeah, they can lose that game. The reason why I say this is because remember, Buffalo got to face Lions the week after. So they may fuck around and lose that game.
It's all gonna depend on what the record look like. That's what I said.
But that's what I'm saying. Like up to that point though, yeah, they might just lose that. Like they can lose that one because I think Chiefs, they'll more likely win the next 3 games coming up afterwards. So by that time, it's like they may reward the Chiefs like the bye.
We got the Chargers, we got the Texans, and somebody else before we play.
Chargers, Browns, and then Texans.
Yeah, so like we clean those up. We're not gonna need that game. But Wally did say something that was important. If it's on Christmas Day, the NFL is gonna put in some mandate, which would be the issue. But if I was a coach and I didn't have a mandate coming down from the NFL, I'm not playing my starters. I don't care what nobody talking about. I play in 1 quarter against the Bengals, but I'm not playing them against the Steelers and that defense. For what? If we're gonna play them, I'll see y'all in the playoffs. That game we won't need. They'll probably need it if they clean out these next 3 games. I'm not risking my quarterback. I'm not risking nobody on my team, especially after we went through all these different injuries so far. Let's see if we got somebody in the wings that can actually come in there and do something. See what we got before we lock in for playoff run. Because once we get to the playoff run, man, ain't no excuses, man. You go down, you got a player go down, man. You got to figure it out. So I wouldn't risk it. That's just me, Rob. But we got 3 weeks to see. We got 3 weeks to see what they looking like around that time, anyways.
Nah, yeah, man, they need to play though. Fuck that.
Hey, look, Christmas Day. I really got a feeling the NFL will put out a mandate. You ain't sitting your best players on Christmas. That's our biggest numbers day. Outside of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because I ain't about to watch that basketball shit no more.
But hey, yo, check it. Because we can do our final thoughts real quick, and we got time in the back chat. But look, y'all, it was fun tonight. So I want to go around the room real quick, to everybody, get their final thoughts, anything they want to talk about for next week, and then we're gonna ride out and also let them know where to find you at. So let's start with, I don't know if Alexis is there. We're supposed to do ladies first. Is Alexis there? All right, I'm going to Wally first. Go to Wally first.
Well, hey, look. I really just I ain't gonna lie, I really did fumble. I don't know what I was smoking on when I re-looked back at the Dolphins Packers. I should have known better, but I forgot weather conditions like a mother lover, and yeah, that was just the hardest pick. I really could have tied this week, but oh well, it is what it is. That's the burden you get when you pick very wrong. Especially because not only did I not win here, I didn't even win over at my other side of the with my team. Because one person magically, and I truly mean magically, they literally covered the whole fucking week. The whole week.
You picked
everything.
Was that Marcus?
No, Jay.
Oh, Jay the guy she picked the whole week? Okay.
You picked Marcus? I mean, you picked Bengals?
Which one? This week or you talking about
you talking about for last week? Shit. Wally only missed on fucking 3 picks.
Yeah,
he missed on the Miami versus the Packers.
I fucked up the Dolphins, the Saints, and the Ravens.
Well,
I really fucked up on the Ravens. And
I'm about to say, I know you ain't picking no
those 2 games were tossed up. The Dolphins was the one I really fucked up on.
I'm about to say, I know you ain't picking no Bengals or no Steelers.
I ain't gonna lie, I did.
No, I didn't do that.
Didn't I?
I was talking about the Dolphins.
Oh, you talking about this week? No, you talking about last week?
Yeah. No, but I was talking about the Dolphins. That was my fuck up because the weather thing. I was like, I wasn't really thinking right there because I should have known right then and there. Yeah, go for the Packers. Like, no, I literally scrapped that from my brain cells. Like,
say the Bengals Steelers was my fuck up, and actually, I still don't think it was a fuck up. They should have won that game.
I mean, shit. Hey, it was nice for what it was. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
but
it was interesting.
But other than that, I mean, we talked about 3 games that will be tops, but I do believe that there's 3 other games that are literally in limbo, and pretty much the next game right after, I think Seahawks Cardinals, because that does define who's gonna be that uphill team for that division.
Still got a chance.
Let's see who else. Bills, low-key Bills and Rams. That could be a great game.
I think it's gonna be a good one too.
And then this is the fumble game right here: Falcons versus Vikings. I can see that. I can see that shit be a fumble if it God forbid.
It's gonna look. I think it's gonna be an interesting week because some of these teams, I got them in the suspect category. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah. But other than that, hey man, y'all can find me here next week. Y'all can find me on CJ Show on Sundays if he's able to. And most importantly, y'all can find me over at my teams over at Side Koch Show, which we might be changing the name to. But yeah.
Okay now. All right now. Do we have we got Alexis back? Yes. Alexis. Final thoughts on the show, lady. And where can they find you at, Miss Lady?
Do I have any final thoughts? Other than go Chiefs. And that's it. And God is good. So yeah, y'all can find me in these YouTube streets, dilly dallying, being the great Texan that I am. I'm over here at JBJ Network sometimes. At Black Men Unfiltered sometimes. And yeah, that's what I do. Finding things, Amazon reviews. Life is great.
Waiting on some boots. But that's neither here nor there. We going to Rob. Rob, sir. Final thoughts and where can they find you at? I'm still waiting on the boots places.
You already know. Big back for life. You know what I'm saying? Big back for life. That's all I said.
Y'all heard that, man. He said find him at Big Back for Life, man. Look, y'all know y'all can find me over here on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, we're going to be doing this on the J Talk Sports. And I'm actually going to start cutting it out on the network. I'm just do the first hour on the network, and then everything else is over here because I want people to slowly start gravitating more on this side. But the JVJ Network, and Let's Talk with JVJ, man. Y'all find us, man. Check us out, man. You over on Facebook, man. We over on Facebook, too, man. We trying to do some things. Like Rob said, we trying to grow, and we going to get it one way or another. Hopefully, y'all just with us on the ride. But y'all, it's been fun. It's been great. We got some interesting games coming up this week, so hopefully we are entertained because we kind of might need some stuff to help us wind down. I guess I don't know, maybe something like that. But we gonna get the hell up out of here, and we will catch y'all in the next one as always, man. Peace.